morning, Co-Vice Chancellor Richard Bakers, ISD President topic, other ISD representative, ANUSA representatives, member of CISA Shwata, regional of Vesta, Ferris, and Edipa Formoroni, and ladies and gentlemen here. First of all, I would like to thank ISD and Moroni for facilitating this debate tonight. My name is Suzy Nopamornbodee. I'm from Thailand and I'm running for International Student ISD. I'm doing law commerce right now and I'm majoring in accounting. Being an international student is not easy. I have been through international student life for 6 years because I have been in Melbourne before. Before this, I have experienced a lot of loneliness, a lot of sad times and mental illness. I met a lot of my friends who has mental illness who got mental breakdown, and we have no friends. About my policies, I have 3 approaches to my policy. It's called 3 tiers approach. The first approach is to reach out to clubs and societies. What I mean is that we have to have a non-pressure activity with executives and people in the community. For example, laser tag, which I will be explain more later on. Secondly, I would reach out to international students through our club and society and by joint event and supporting them through our events. That's my second tier. And the third tier is in order to advocate well, I need to reach out to people first. So after I advocate, after all the events and stuff, after I talk to people about their ideas that how I do represent their voice to the university. That is my third tier. That's it. That's my skit. Nice to meet you all and thank you for being here.
I would like to introduce myself to begin with. Some of you might not know me. My name is Rama Fatah. I am usually referred as Rama Fatah. I come from a small country just north of Australia, which is Indonesia. We have the 4th biggest population in the world, so that's a bit contradictory, isn't it? But I'm a second-year Bachelor of Economics student here at ANU, and I guess now we're better acquainted. When I saw the idea of ANU's goal of ANU 2020, which states that providing a holistic educational experience, unique in Australia, which goes beyond the confines of classroom, that is a goal that ANU is trying to achieve, and that is a real goal. And what can I, as an international student, help to reach that goal? And what I feel is that in order to reach that goal, international outreach is one of the building blocks, the component to reach this goal. And hence, I believe that the International Student Department should move and support towards making that into a reality. But first of all, I would like to explain how I should be able to approach that. I want to run for this position because I want to be able to incorporate cultural diversities in ANU policies, making sure that ANU policies adopts cultural sensitivity. This is important, ladies and gentlemen, because if in the event that ANU committees are having a meeting, they might make assumptions of what it is that international student issues are facing with. And if there's an international student body, international student department sitting there in the committee, able to say what it is that they're trying to represent, knowing that there's a representation of the international students, it's for sure that there's a body, it's for sure that there's a person that can speak for international student rights. And because we are the international student body, we try our best to represent the international students. Hence, there will arise a voice regarding cultural issues that can be brought to when it comes to implementing policies by the university body. I want to run to be able to ensure that international students get the best out of their university experience here. First of all, what is it that I'm defining as the best experience? What it means is that international students get both education and also a sense of belonging here at ANU. When they go back home to their home country, because they're here as the potential ambassadors from their home country, based on the statistics, there are a range of 60 to 100 nationalities here at ANU. And if each of them goes back home and they're able to say, oh, I am proud and this is my experience when I was at ANU, that that can be something that can actually make, number one, ANU's name a better, to be heard from people, but also they're able to actually be fully satisfied from actually spending a large amount of money by going to ANU to begin with. It is a shame to let this possibility go of that 60 nationalities. If ANU is trying to aim for a more global experience, a global experience for international students here when they come to ANU, they should start focusing more on international outreach, trying to focus more on the international students. Lastly, I want to run so that these students have when they are going out there to gain these experiences, they are able to have a safety net. ISD as the safety net for these international students. When they go out there, for example, wanting to form a part in society, they're able to think, when in the event that they are not, in the event that there are consequences out there, they are able to, we can help them, we can support them and mitigate their consequences. Just to end my opening statement, I would like to say, university is an enclosed environment. It's a controlled environment where students are able to, it's a bridge between high school and real life, the working life. And ISD is there to bridge the international students and through all these possibilities that they can encounter. Thank you very much.
Okay, my ultimate goal for International Studies Department is, even though the international department is not here, I still want the international spirits to be here by encouraging innovation and leadership within the society. When I actually, my plan is to go outreach first before advocacy. So then I can actually know what people want from ISD. So one of my friends, her name is Vinci. She has a really good idea about bridging uni-lodge and residential colleges and international representative together. But unfortunately, she said she doesn't have enough support. So I think what I should do is that I should find people who have the potential. I support her, we support her as an ISD, and then bring that as her own project. We support her throughout bringing her to see the right people, contact the right persons, and have the resources that she wants. Instead of we having to promote that ISD is here, ISD is here, advertise it everywhere. Words of mouth will spread. And I think that's a really important bit that I really want to emphasize here. Because innovation will lead to growth in the futures. And that is what I think is important. Because that can lead to encourage them to be a leadership in the future. Because everyone here can be a leader. We can learn from this. Opportunities everywhere. I don't want it to limited to a president of ISD, president of ANUSA, or ANUSA or ISD. I want it to expand to everyone here to have opportunity to do what they want. To fit everyone, I'm pretty sure everyone has their own issues. And I want them, because once you guys have an issue, you will know exactly what's going on, what other people will face. And that's how you have the passion to actually cope with that issue. And that will drive you to do your own events, your own plan really well. That's what I really like about this idea, because first of all, I request leadership and innovations.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Rama.
Thank you, Ariti. First of all, I would like to welcome Arjuna for coming to this debate. But I would like to apologize because I believe that there are so many important things that should be tackled in terms of advocating. There are lots of issues that can be tackled. First thing, there's mental health issues, there are student integration issues, there are security, safety issues. Those are amongst the many issues that international students might be facing, because international students, ladies and gentlemen, are a special case. They come here with regular international student, regular student issues, living away from home, etc. And they're physically away from home, from their own region, wherever it is, from their own continent. And not to mention, in addition to that, they might have financial constraints, and not to mention they have the cultural boundaries as well. That is why there are so many issues. That is why when it comes to advocating, one of the hallmarks that I can bring is I do want to improve the integration of the students here, the international students here when they come to ANU. that can be achieved through things. One of the things that can be achieved towards integration is things like sports and arts. Because those are the avenues where people are trying to achieve similar goals with amongst many different nationalities, but for one goal. And not to mention, these are activities that's familiar and being done in an unfamiliar territory with unfamiliar people. But because of that, they're able to be well integrated. But that's just amongst the many things. Of course, the reason why I apologize, why I can't specifically answer what advocating issues that I can tackle is that if I become the president, I have to sit down and evaluate all these issues and try and prioritize which issues are the main ones. It is hard to discriminate or distinguish what issues to be tackled. More issues might arise in the future. Hence, that when such happen, that is when we can start to make more moves. But obviously, we have to advocate better through a few methods that can be done. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Why should the people of this audience vote for you? Starting with you, Rama.
Thank you very much, Aleti. First of all, I would just like to say, why vote for me? Number one, because I do really personally want to achieve a more improved ISD. Not that I'm complaining about the current ISD, but we can build upon that framework and do improve your experience here. I fight to improve your experience. I was here as a first year last year with the ISD 2012, and I seem lost. I feel like when I came here, and I'm pretty sure for most international students when they come here, it feels like I pay a large chunk amount of money, and I came here and assumed that I know everything right when I came here. But in reality, no. I do not know anything, and when I first came here, I tend to feel homesick, and I don't know who to talk to. But in general, I don't want other international students, or the coming one, to feel the same way. That's why I tend to comment on the ISD 2013. And when international students come, I said to them, you're pretty lucky to come this year, because there's someone fighting for you right now. There's someone wanting to give you information. There's someone willing to fight for your sense. And I would like to continue from that framework, which is why I believe that I can run for this position. I believe that I have the ability to run for this position because I do take this, I do really want to fight. The reason why I want for this position is because I do want to improve that experience. And this is ANU, one of the top universities in Australia and in the world. There has to be a better engagement towards international students. Thank you very much for listening and for coming.
That because the main reason because one of my, just to be honest here, because what my friend Musal, he has suffered from from the thing that I had told you before, and that's actually traumatized. I think that's hit me a lot. I was nearly cried after I hear the story, and I think that I can improve I don't want anyone to feel like that anymore. The feeling of loneliness, I don't want anyone to suffer from that. I want everyone to get involved and integrate in the community. I want everyone to be together and do this together, build the ISD together. That's why I said something about, I asked you for the ideas and then asked you if you want to do that project and I'll support you. Because I want everyone to contribute to ISD, not just people in the community, but everyone. And just the last thing that I want to say, people often ask me, what legacy I want to leave after, if I'm a president next year after 2014. I've been thinking here, days by day, nights by nights after I got that question. And I came up with a really nice, fancy sentence to end this. My conclusion is, the legacy I wish to leave is to give others in the community a chance to live their own legacy also. Thank you so much for coming.